Hey guys, welcome to Hello Life podcast with Miss Coco Bowden. It's lunchtime around here. I didn't do breakfast this morning. And I ate a little piece of a donut. Well, I really just wanted the cream off the donut. So I'm fitting to eat me a harvest bowl right now. But how's everybody doing? I just got some great news for y'all. Great news. I'm going to tell you as I'm cleaning out this pan so I can cook this other food. We had spaghetti last night and it was so good. And I just had, I got to get in the habit of cleaning as I go. That is still a little hard for me. I am so used to just eating and that's it, not, and I think sometimes when I binge eat or overeat more than I should, I get tired after I finish eating and I will not clean up behind myself. And that's something I'm trying to work on is cleaning up as I go. Last night I didn't do it. I did good all last week and the week before with cleaning up behind myself. But last night I did not do it. I was just out of it, just tired. I ate too much. I entirely binged on nothing but junk food. Junk food. I'll tell you everything I had yesterday. Then I'm going to tell you my good news for us. But everything I had, junk food-wise, I started that morning off with 2 cookies, a donut, and then I got a Swiss roll, and then I had some chocolate cake to end the night. Now, if that ain't binge eating on sweets, I don't know what is. Look, at one time, I think I ate so much sugar that I just couldn't help it. I had to go to sleep. I don't want to do that again. I hate I did that. That was too much. That was greedy. I think I was just eating it because it was there. That's what that was. Okay, so my good news is that I now have a Facebook page for us. Yes, I have a Facebook page. Ooh, this little frozen thing. Sometimes it's a little harder than it should be to get out. I have a Facebook page for us now, so if you go on Facebook, you're going to get to see some actual cleaning videos that I did this past weekend. I want y'all to go check them out. Ain't nothing cute about being filthy and living in a dirty home. There's nothing cute about that at all. But I want to show others. This is my contribution to others that are like me, and we don't know why we like this. I know we have been labeled that we're lazy, that we're crazy, that we don't care. I'm talking about for ones that are like me. Now, some people really don't care, but I actually do care what people think, and that's part of the reason why I was at a point where I was so prideful that I would not ask for help because I did care what people thought about me. I overly cared what they thought about me. And now we have to take accountability for our thoughts and actions, and I'm learning that it's okay to ask for help. That's what I'm learning. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay, not to have the best day. That saying that people always say, it's okay not to be okay. I'm learning that I don't have to be the strong one all the time. That, yeah, things go wrong with me too. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm learning not to beat myself up neither because I'm not perfect, and I'm finding out that there are things that people do differently from me, but I don't have to beat myself up because this is the way that I knew how to do it. Life is a process of learning. And I'm learning that, what we do eat do affect how we clean. We got to talk about that because yesterday I ate all that sugar and I had did a video said I was gonna go ahead and start the process work on getting my refrigerator moved into its rightful spot. Cause my refrigerator right now is not in its rightful spot. Where it's at right now is in front of my window, but it actually has its own corner where it's supposed to go, where my original refrigerator went, and it fits into that corner, and it doesn't block anything like it's doing now. This one I got in here now is blocking views. I can't see past it because it's out of place. And when I eat all that junk food, I can't function on it. I can't do it. I can't focus. I don't have no energy. And I didn't have no energy. Can somebody say I didn't have no energy? I didn't have no energy after I ate all that junk food. On top of that, I had a protein shake too. Energy was gone. I wonder if I want an egg in this. I want an egg, but I don't want the yolk part. If I do an egg, I'll do the whole thing. My noodles look funny. Yeah, I just knew I was moving that refrigerator to its rightful spot. I will feel a lot better once everything is in its place. And I have all these boxes in here from my medical supplies that I just knew that I was going to be working on today. After, I would be working on it today if I had done what I was supposed to do yesterday. But we have those moments where we get greedy and we forget that we're supposed to eat for energy and not just because we want to eat. I struggle in that area. It's a struggle. I don't blame nobody for it but myself. I blame me for it. Because I know what to do. And what to do right is on my mind. It just don't come out from there. That's where it stays. Like Ray Charles said, Georgia on my mind. Well, Georgia stayed on his mind, and knowing what to do for my home stays on my mind. But not doing it is what's hurting me. Yep. And that's where I'm at now. But I will post some videos and pictures because I also have yard work that needs to be done. And when you look at everything that really needs to be done, it's a lot. And that's why we take it one day at a time. Or if we need to break, if you need to break at any time, and cleaning just gets to be too much for you, by all means, take that break. Take the break from it. You may need a day, you may need 2 days, but don't try to stay gone too long because then stuff will start piling back up. And I'm trying to stay active. I'm trying to remain being an active cleaner. Okay, that's how I call it, an active cleaner. I'm trying to continue being that. And so far, I've been doing good this month of May. Even though I've been in pain at times, I still get up and do what I need to do. And not only does it look better, but it feels better. It feels better to my mind that I can get up and do something. It takes me a lot longer than it might take others. But I be looking at them people on... And listen, don't compare yourself either. I don't compare myself to what others can do. Because I saw a woman last night. She was using her feet to cook because she didn't have no arms. And I was like, dang, she moving better than me. And here I got 2 arms. I got feet and legs. They hurt, but I got them. and yet she was doing more than me. And started to get on myself, and then I realized that we are two different individuals. That's the way she's been the majority of her life, and this is the way I've been the majority of my life. And it's different. So we can't compare ourselves to others. I decided that I'm going to go ahead and cook me an egg. What a tortilla. See, my thing is, that one bowl don't be doing it, so I be trying to add something to, oh yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Add something to fill on the side. I'm going to do one egg. I usually do two, but I'll do one. Because I don't want to have too much. But yeah, I saw that woman. She was just getting it on TikTok. And we can watch all these creators all we want to. But if we ever get to the place where we put in our mind that that I can do better just because of what somebody else is doing, you have lost the battle already because you aren't them. That's like the saying goes, sometimes you can't tell a person is disabled just by looking at them. I know before people knew I had lung disease and all this other illnesses that I go through, they used to really put me down. They would say, ain't nothing wrong with her. She can do this, she can do that. Why? And one lady even went as far as saying, why she didn't help her sister? One time my sister was sick and I went to visit her, but I couldn't help her do the things that she needed done for her because I was bad myself. I wasn't in a good shape or position to bend, and you just can't go by looks and tell how a person is feeling or what they're capable of doing. Yeah, I look good on the outside sometimes, but that don't mean it don't hurt to raise my arms. And at the same time, I don't waddle in pity or complain about where I'm at. That's why you see me keep pushing through these days that I have. Because you got to know that we're all different. And God has a way for all of us to get through. Now, I put up some posts on the page already. Got to get my thing cooking right here. I already put up some posts that refers to how I feel, and I think it's important that I put those posts up. Very important for those posts to be up because it gives me an opportunity to talk outside of this podcast. And to let people know how I'm feeling, because that's what the post says. How do you feel? And to let others know you're not alone. We all go through these moments. I love telling stories about myself. And I got to a point where I stopped posting anything about myself. I got to a point where I stopped telling my testimony. Because people were making me feel so bad because of the mocking and how they were going back, taking my story, making thousands of dollars off of my story. And not even, and this is how it works. When your name goes onto a blacklist, everybody knows it. That knows it, that's in these organizations, and if they are content creators, they go and they reenact your life and make fun of it. Then I got to thinking, I said, well, I must be famous. Famously, just don't have the famous money. Yeah, because when I saw them reenacting my lifestyle and everything I've been through, because it's just been a lot. I was like, okay, so they picking. I'm going to just let them pick. I'm going to let them do them. I see, though, when I read some of them's comments, and I've learned how to block block. So I use that block to my advantage, that block button. When I see how they think they picking on me and then other people come behind them and woo, they really pick on them. So I'm good compared to what they actually go through. And that saying is true. Hurt people hurt people. Some people from the hurt, they over clean. Some people from hurt under clean. And some people just go numb and do nothing. Don't do nothing at all. And I have been at once upon a time all three of those. I have been the one to over clean when I was going through something, under clean, and to not clean at all when I was numb. So yeah, and I notice people sometimes, they want to copy how I talk because I say a lot of and yeah. Well, if you study what PTSD is, post-traumatic syndrome, depression syndrome, if you study what that is, you will learn a complex PTSD, someone who has been through long-term suffering, you will learn that it affects the brain. So, of course, some days I may stutter and some days I have tics. Some days the only one that notices it is me. And other days, you may notice that I say a lot of ums and ahs. And that's because my brain hasn't caught up with what I'm talking about. That's all it is. But once it catches up, it don't usually take a long time to catch up. It's kind of just like, it's kind of like a drag. Like when you expect your Wi-Fi to be able to move faster than just a regular normal connection. That's how it is. I don't connect my words as the way I used to. Before I was diagnosed with PTSD, I could speak fluently, and I still can speak fluently. But I'm going to be saying a lot of buts, ands, and okay, and I'm going to be saying a lot of ums, because that's how my brain is. And that's a natural part of me, and I ain't going to hate me, and I don't care who picks on me about it. When I used to care, it hurt it so bad, but now I don't care. I just tell y'all the truth of it, because I do see what people do, and that's one thing about being content creators. When we put our work out there, we have to be ready for the backlash and and the markers and the pickers, and that's what I'm getting them, and I don't mind. And now I know for sure I'm gonna get them about once I start posting the content on my house and the outside of my house. I just know that some of those markers and haters will sure enough have a ball. And again, if it's not for them, it's not for them. But I am posting for those of us who go through these dysfunctional disorders within our households. We can't keep our house clean because we didn't realize we had all these problems going on. You don't see it when you in your 20s. You don't actually, I didn't realize I was messed up until my 30s gave me a hint. When I was 35, it gave me a hint that something might be wrong. But I'm still out there having fun, didn't take it serious. By the time I hit my 40s, oh my goodness. My 40s really hit me. And was like, you got some inside work that you need to do on you so that you can live a better life and a better quality of life. And by 45, it hit so hard that I had to deal with life. I had to deal with who I was and everything that I was going through. And I did. And y'all, we're going to always be a work in progress. So it's a long work in progress. I just want to tell y'all, before I get off. When the mockers come, remember the only reason why they coming is because they can't look within. They have to look at your flaws, because if they look at their own self, they may not be as strong as you and I. See, I can take the fact that my house is dirty and that my house is junky and that I'm a recovering hoarder. I can take that fact. But some people can't look within and see anything wrong with them, because if they do, it's too much for them and they break, they shatter. But people like you and I, we may break, but we get back up. We may fall down, but we get back up. We keep going. We are resilient. We are a generation of resilient people. We don't stay down just because things get hard. We keep getting back up, keep fighting. If somebody should have broke it down and told me that you need to clean every day something, or every other day, every 3 days. See, I didn't know that. I didn't pay attention growing up to that part of life, because the household was busy. Everybody was always busy with something, and nobody had time to really, you got parents that work. My parents worked. And when they weren't working, they was in church. When they weren't in church, they were outside the four walls doing missionary work. And when they weren't doing missionary work, they were home tired, preparing to go do more work and more missionary work. And, in between, they've got 7 kids that they're raising. And they're just taking life one day at a time, doing what they can. Taking time with whoever they can take time with. Whoever needs the most love and care, that's the one they cater to in that era. So I didn't really learn a lot about cleaning. I knew what Ajax and Clorox was, and I was bad about mixing products, because I always saw my mama mix products, but I will not do that now. I am too scared to mix products. Shout out to those of y'all who be TikToking mixing them products. You better stop, because you can't tell the damage that it does to you, because a lot of it is gasless. It's gases that you don't smell. Oh, we need to have a discussion on that. I try to use natural products. I do use the Lysol wipes. Every now and then I use the Lysol liquid cleaners, disinfectant cleaners. I use Dawn dish detergent is my favorite thing to use. Dawn dish detergent, white vinegar, and baking soda is my go-to products that I mainly use. That's my go-to products. Y'all, my lunch is ready. And I'm going to go ahead and eat it. But y'all, don't forget to go on over there to Hello Life Podcast Facebook fan page and begin to follow. Because one video is loading now as I am speaking. And that video is about 9 or 10 minutes long. But what is it of? It's me cleaning off the porch. Yeah. Go check it out. Peace, love, and happiness. Y'all have a great day.